What's up, guys? Eric here with driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder. You guys know the drill, but I've got a guest for you today. This is Don, and Don is my guardian angel right now. He's kind of saved the day. Jen and I didn't think about the fact that the video we showed you guys yesterday and then the one you just saw this morning, talking about our situation out there at the toll plaza, which we've been out there since yesterday. We didn't think about the fact that Uber probably isn't going to send a car all the way out there to the toll road until she tried to pull up Uber today, and it was just like, nah, there's no car coming. So I had to go do something I've never done in my life, which was ask somebody for a ride. And Don was right outside the door, and he was sitting there having a little bit of a break from his drive, and I walked up to him, and he saved the day, gave me a ride. So just wanted to say that's awesome. So
I'm a Sooner.
Yep, yeah, he's coming from Sooners football game. Yeah. So which I guess he does every year. So it was good fortune for me.
Use the second from the right lane to take exit 5B for US 54 West, US 400 West toward Kellogg.
I guess, and it was able to swing me by the airport. So I tried to give him more gas money and toll money than he wanted or needed, and he wouldn't take it. So I really appreciate it. But he did take some gas money. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know that when your truck goes down and you've got a German Shepherd and a pregnant co-driver, it's not always that easy to deal with, and we are not gonna ride all the way back to Springfield in a tow truck. So this is really working out for us. So anyway, thanks, Don. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. I have no problem.
Really appreciate it. So I'm gonna try to get a way to contact him, and I'll send him this video once it's up. But yeah, there's still good people out there, you guys. Still good things happening in the world. Anyway, I'll be right back with you here in just a second. Alright guys, checking back in for today's video, and I'm here with Prime driver Scott, which it's kind of a small world because his truck right there pulled into this toll plaza last night, and we saw his truck pull in. We thought it was a Hopper or one of the other two drivers we know with that color scheme. It wasn't, but it was Scott. He saw our truck, and now Prime asked, are you He has Justin Mills is his fleet manager, asked him to come get our empty trailer. So he's back down here at the toll plaza picking up our trailer. So this is crazy, man.
It's the way it works sometimes.
Yeah, so it's weird when they ask you for a little favor like this. Sometimes it's good to do it because sometimes you're gonna need it and you're gonna be on the other end of it. So anyway,
I always hope somebody will come get you.
Yeah,
somebody will come help. You're not stuck.
Yeah, so, and he already had you had it empty.
Yeah.
So this is totally a favor for another one of Justin's trucks. So appreciate you coming to get a trailer, man.
That's all we can do. We're all on one team.
That's awesome. Good stuff. That's one of the reasons we love Prime, you guys. Talk about the family. That's the way it is and feels all the time. So anyway, thanks.
Not a problem.
All right, guys, we'll be back with you with an update here shortly. All right, guys, final clip of the video. As you saw, man, that sun is bright, and it's hot as hell right now too. Remy's throwing a fit. It's 100 degrees in Kansas. We are finishing up our 36-hour stay at the Toll Plaza Resort and Spa. We've got a beautiful view of the wind, so we're really impressed with that. But anyway, so today's been quite a circus. I had to hitchhike, as you saw at the very beginning of this video, for the first time, maybe I think in my life. I backpacked around the world when I was 18, 19, 20, but I don't think I ever hitchhiked, and that's what I had to do today. And Van from Peterbilt told me this morning, he kind of chuckled and he said, you're not going to be able to get a rental car in this environment. And I was like, no, I got a reservation, we're good to go.
And he's like, good luck with that, bro.
Yeah, he's like, good luck with that. Well, turns out he was correct. Now, I had forgotten that this is 2021, and it's not like those weird years where when you had a reservation, that meant that something was reserved for you. In this new normal, a reservation doesn't mean shit. And I got to the airport thanks to this guy who gave me a ride, a fantastic guy who gave me a ride, only to see that there was a line of about 100 passengers who were all being informed that there were no cars. No cars at Budget, which is where I had a reservation, no cars at Enterprise, Avis, none of them. Hertz, none of them. There were no cars available. Nobody's reservation was being honored. And not only that, but there were no cars available in the city of Wichita. Not at any of their satellite locations, not anywhere. No cars. So I was like,
poor guy. His day's worse than ours.
we're literally watching someone. Oh no, they're going.
Okay.
There's a
He got lucky.
state DOT guy who just pulled in after this old super trucker. So we were like, oh no. Anyway, no cars. No, not anywhere in the city of Wichita. And I had just hitchhiked 30 miles from the toll plaza to the airport with a reservation in hand. Didn't matter. The reservation didn't mean anything.
All because of you.
Yes, all because of her. So I had explained, I was like, I literally told the lady at the desk, I was like, I have a reservation. I just hitchhiked from a toll plaza to get here. Like, I don't have any way to get back to where my truck is. You know, this is kind of a disaster. And so I started walking away, and she came over to me over at the side of the booth. She came out of the little, you know, that little kiosk where they do the rental cars, and she said, listen, in circumstances where passengers don't have a credit card or things like that, we kind of sometimes send them to this place called Easy Auto in Wichita, which is, you can rent a car with just cash, like just really no questions, you know. It's a U-Haul place that has a couple cars. And she's like, you could get really lucky if, you know, in your situation you got an emergency, so I'm going to tell you about it. Here's the phone number. And it was sketchy as I called the guy, and he's like, yeah, we got cars, but you can't do it one way because we're just a little mom and pop U-Haul place in a weird shopping center in North Wichita, Kansas. So he's like, but well, at first he said, we only do local. It was like $60 a day or something, but only local. And I was gonna take that car anyway, just to get Jenna and Remy off the truck and figure out, well, you know, just to have somewhere to go. We'll figure it all out after that. So I said, yes, please hold it. I'll be right there. I'll figure out how to get over there. And I got off the phone, and he called me back, and he said, you know what? I called our manager, and he's gonna let you take it to Springfield, but you have to bring it back. So the only rental car that we could find within 100 miles, the only one, we have to drive to Springfield, get our Jeep, Jenna follow me back in the morning, and bring this car all the way back to Wichita tomorrow. So that turns a 250 mile drive into a 750 mile drive, whatever it is. Crazy, absolutely crazy day. So I'm driving the car back to this toll plaza, and Jenna called, and she's like, what's the update? And I said, well, I'm driving a car, and I don't know how I was able to pull it off. I had to take a taxi from the airport over to this rental car place. So it's been a wild day. It started out with hitchhiking out of the toll plaza with a fantastic gentleman who was, helped me out. Remy's now mad because she's impatient. She knows something's up. Why don't you calm down? What are you doing? Well, come here. Say hi to everybody. Yes, I know. I know, she is stressed. So this is all for Remy. That's what all this work is. Because if we didn't have Remy, we'd just ride in a tow truck. But this is all for her, because we're not gonna let her ride in this truck that's being towed for 5 hours. By herself, no air conditioner, nothing like that. So This is all for her. She's our world. And we got to take care of her. It's worth it. It's all worth it. Crazy circus of a day. It's kind of shit you got to go through, man, when you're out here and you just get caught up in situations. And one other thing I wanted to leave you with, they were able to go through the corporate office to get into the faults on this truck. So when they tell you that they can't see certain faults, there are ways, apparently. Because they were able to go and run diagnostics on this truck remotely from corporate, Peterbilt corporate, through back-end loopholes, hacks. I don't know what they did, but they definitely are confident that there is miscommunication happening between ABS and something, so they know what it is. They just don't know what's causing it. It could be a harness, it could be the computer components, it could be a sensor that's out or got misaligned or moved around, or who knows. But they know what's happening. So now it's just a matter of identifying what's causing that to happen. So they're getting a pretty good head start on it, and hopefully we get out of there quick. I did not get a chance to call Success Leasing today. It's been a very busy day, and then when I got back, it was just hot as hell, and I just kind of took a breather for a minute. But I'm gonna get on the horn with them tomorrow morning and figure out what's going on the stuff that I mentioned about last week. I'll talk about those details in the next few videos. But at the end of the day, I know these videos are kind of a downer for some of you. Don't let them be. Life's a trip. Life is a trip. It's all of these things are just a part of the adventure. Sometimes the adventure goes smoothly and it's all positive and stress-free, and then sometimes you just get bitch slapped, and you have choices in how you react and how you spend your time in dealing with those situations. And today is not a day that we'll ever get back. So we both chose to make the best of it. And even though I was dealing with that massive circus and having to go hitchhiking and finding the only damn car in Wichita, and then having to bring that car all the way back to Wichita, Kansas tomorrow, it's all part of life, man. It's all part of the adventure. It's all part of the journey. So don't let things rattle you, and don't let this dissuade you from getting into trucking, because if it's not these kinds of problems, it's going to be other kinds of problems. Life just happens. Life's a bitch sometimes, and it just happens, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. There's going to be things that are a result of your choices, and there's going to be things that you just can't prohibit from happening. But try and have a positive attitude, and then try and enjoy try and make the best of the situation. I mean, when I was coming back from that weird ass rental car place, I was just kind of giggling to myself in the car by myself, just weirdly giggling to myself on the way back here, just thinking, what a trip this is. That yesterday we're on our way to get a killer meat load in Dodge City. Just peachy, and Jenna was talking on the phone, driving and enjoying the truck. She was literally commenting on how she was enjoying the truck and enjoying the drive, to today me having to hitchhike to the airport. Life is just a trip, man, and you got to make the best of it. You got to be positive about it, because what's the alternative? What's the alternative? Is just to sulk and be angry and be mad and be miserable and stressed. That's not much of an existence. So anyway, make the best of it, you guys. Be safe, make good decisions. As always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.